audience.
No more time for questions.
No more time for questions.
You had difficult shoes for coming down the stairs, didn't you?
I did. Were they noisy?
Yeah, no.
Clunky.
But I saw you doing like this a bit. And you had a problem with the police coming here? You drove too fast?
We went through a red light.
A red light?
I wasn't driving.
Why not?
I'm just the passenger.
You're not driving yourself?
No.
Well, I've been reading a lot about you. You've gone through some very dramatic stages in your life. Nevertheless, you make a very happy impression. Did you leave it behind you, or?
I do like to put difficult and hard times behind me. I mean, you always carry those things with you because they make you who you are, I think.
Yeah.
But I just choose to be positive and try to look at the fun, happy things in life. And I've always looked to my music, especially as therapy, I guess, in a way. And I especially like to put a sense of humor and cheer into my music.
But it is therapy in a certain way.
It is. And when I get up on stage, I want to feel good. I want to feel happy. I want to have energy. And
you have energy today?
I have energy today, yeah. Especially with this audience. Great.
Because your parents divorced when you were only 2 years old.
Yes, that's right.
That must have made a huge impression on the rest of your life.
Well, when you're 2, you don't even know what's happening. I don't even remember my father.
No.
I don't remember my childhood images of him. I only met him again when I was a teenager, very briefly. So I don't, as a 2-year-old, I'm not really sure you feel the impact of a divorce. I think you just then feel the bumpy ride from then on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then comes the story that you were already performing in nightclubs when you were only 8 years old. Mm-hmm. At age 8, how is that possible? Did your mom have to wake you up, or?
Yeah, they would let me go to bed at normal time, and then they would wake me up around 11 o'clock or so, and I would go perform at midnight in the clubs.
But
because
is
the clubs stopped serving liquor
when you're so young? Is it allowed?
Well, they stopped serving liquor at 12 o'clock. Then they did anyways, at midnight. So then I was allowed to go in because they weren't legally serving liquor. Yeah. But what happens in Canada is just before midnight at last call, everybody orders enough rounds to take them through the next 2 hours. So people are still there for 2 hours drinking.
Yeah.
And then that's when I would perform.
Yeah.
But when everybody was already drunk. But
you wanted to do it?
Ground.
Did they urge you to do it? Or was it because there was not much money in the house?
A few reasons. It was my mother's dream that I would be on stage and that I would make it someday. It was never my dream to be on stage. I actually didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't enjoy the pressure. I was quite intimidated, I guess, being as young as I was. Like I said, it wasn't my dream to be a star. No. It was her dream.
And they're not there anymore. So when the enormous success came, they were not there. What exactly happened?
They died in a car accident, a head-on collision with
the two of them.
A transport truck. Yes, both of them together. Yes, the same day. Mm-hmm.
And you were 18?
No, I was 21. Yeah.
But you had brothers and a younger sister, if I'm well informed?
Yes, I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers, so 2 younger brothers and 1 younger sister.
So you must have had an enormous responsibility from that moment on. What did you do?
I did, because they moved in with me after my parents died, because they were all 3 of them were still living at home, and I was older than they were, so I moved back home and basically ran the household, and it was very difficult, but it was difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
It was a lot of responsibility for me, obviously because I was taking care of the bills and all that.
You were sort of legal guardian for them.
I was, yeah.
After the enormous success, you took a sabbatical year. Was it necessary to get your head clean, or?
It was very necessary. I needed a break. I was on the road for a very long time. I need to just get inspired again and feel fresh again. So I needed to get away for a little while and just to be home, feel domestic. I like to cook. I just like doing domestic things, and I wanted just to get into that for a little while. See, for me, being domestic is a novelty.
Yeah?
It is. For most people, going out to do what I do is a novelty, but for me, being domestic is quite a novelty, and I enjoyed it. So, and then I got pregnant, of course.
So. I just want to say, during that domestic break, the miracle happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what you always wanted, because you have a baby now?
Oh, I'm very happy to have a baby. I hadn't planned on it before that. I knew I wasn't ready any earlier than that. But there was a beautiful space there for him, and he's filled it very nicely.
Yeah.
And we're very
but
happy.
You don't want to stay at home. You still want to perform and tour.
I can't. I think I'm a gypsy, and I've moved around my whole life.
Yeah.
And I think my mother turned me into a person who never really had a true homestead. And I never really did have any stability as a child. And so I am really used to moving around, and I've now become comfortable with change.
Yeah.
And I need that now. So
Yeah.
I'm doing it and enjoying it. So I like
You must
to
be
keep on
stable
the road.
because you overcame so many difficulties and you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm
So you
still
must be a very strong woman.
I guess so. I think I am by now. By now.
Okay. Vegetarian, horse lover, and completely happy nowadays?
Yes, very
Yeah.
happy.
Okay.
Very happy.
And with a
Life
lot of
is
energy,
pretty
you're going to
complete.
sing for us?
Yeah.
What's the
I
song
am.
you're going to do?
It's my new single, and it's called I'm Gonna Get You Good.
Okay, the band is already waiting for
All
you.
right.
Great having you here.
Thank you for
okay,
having me.
I'm going to get you good. Shania Twain.